Alright guys, welcome back to BTD6 Estimated Delivery Time Odyssey Part 2. We've got ourselves Carts and Darts, a lovely little map here. We're going to place Azili right around there. And we're going to place our free Dart Monkey right around here. But first, a quick message from our sponsor. Nah, I'm not cool enough to get a sponsor yet. But I do want to clear this out of the way, so that we can put our Dart Monkey in a very good position right there. So, how have you guys been? I've been okay. Could be better, could be worse though. It's the end of the week, so it's a lovely Friday for me to just relax, chill out, play some BTD6. Black Ops Cold War Season 3 started recently, so I'll be diving into that. It's also a double XP weekend on that game, so I'll definitely be diving into that. Other than that, I'm just chilling. I hope you guys are doing just as fine. If you haven't heard about the double XP weekend for Black Ops Cold War and you're interested in that, be sure to jump on it. I am, however, on PlayStation 4, and sometimes they do get an exclusive one extra day of double XP. So if it doesn't come up as double XP and you're playing on Xbox or PC or something like that, then just maybe give it a day. But I assure you, it is in fact double XP if you do care about that on Black Ops Cold War. I personally only care about zombies and only really ever have since Black Ops. Not even Black Ops, Call of Duty World at War. Man, I kind of missed World at War. That was good. Like, zombies wasn't even like a main thing in that game. It was just a little Easter egg at the end of the campaign. Once you completed the campaign, you could play some zombies and just go for rounds. God, it's come so far today. Anyway, back to BTD6. So, as we've seen with the last two maps, we do often need an extra monkey here and there to help us out. And I've been reading the comments on the YouTube videos that I've been putting up, and you guys are doing very well on the Odyssey as far as I can tell. Because apparently, if you pick Striker Jones, then for the first two maps at the very least, you can just go straight for Crossbow Master, and Striker Jones and the Dart Monkey should be able to hold off until then. So you can in fact beat the first two maps with just a Dart Monkey and Striker Jones if you did choose him as your hero instead of Azili, which is understandable because Striker Jones came out first, so a lot of you probably already have him, and it might be a better option for you anyway. I just picked Azili for late game prep. Striker Jones is much stronger in the early game, but Azili can catch up in the late game, which is the main reason I chose it. But I really should have thought more about early game, just because it does make sense to have a hero for early game and then a beefy 5th tier tower for late game anyway. But because we're lacking due to me having picked Azili, I'm going to be placing a monkey ace this game, because my thought process is my last Dart Monkey's gone, which kind of sucks, but I've still got 3 druids, 2 glue gunners, 2 alchemists, 2 tack shooters. Tack shooters? Spike factories. Oh god, I keep doing that. So there's no harm in getting a little bit of help from a plane when we can put one on each map from now onwards. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Place one plane on this map, one plane on the next map, one plane on the last map, and we should be all good to go. Because I'm thinking, if we place this plane, give it some never miss targeting, then we should be good to save up for our lovely little Crossbow Master, or, if it's cheaper, a Spectre. Because damn, Spectres hit hard. And Azili can pretty much deal with anything else. So we're going to get our Spectre when we can. But for now, we're just going to get Rapid Fire and lots more darts, I believe it's called. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to focus on our Crossbow Master, because never miss targeting is insane. And we really don't need to focus on the game all that much, if I'm honest. Because, I mean, just look at it. Look at it shred. And then the camo detection will be done by these two yours truly. Alright, but how much was that? Like an extra $5,000 or something to put up a never miss targeting that'll absolutely slaughter the rest of the balloons? That's worth it, in my opinion. So, let's just see how well it works. So sadly, it won't be able to pop camos or leads, but everything else it will absolutely demolish. Plus the leads are up to Azili and the camos are up to both of the other two, so shouldn't be that bad. Should not be that bad at all. Alright, ceramics, no problem. Crossbowmaster does seem quite far away though, doesn't it? That's alright. Okay. We'll see if we can get there, shall we? Because I'm basically just aiming to buy this next. We popped that quite nice and early. I liked it. So, if I can afford the Crossbowmaster without having to do anything else, then I'll see you when that happens. If not, I'll see you when I'm in trouble. Okay. That cut it very close. Got me down to 3 mana shield lives left. So we do in fact live, but can we actually beat the rest of this round first? Or can we get the crossbow? Okay, we're good. We are good. Ooh, that cut it close. But it seems like we've just gotten enough. You might be able to get away with doing that with maybe slightly less upgrades and potentially getting the Crossbowmaster sooner, but at the same time that cut very close, so I'm not even sure. Alright, so we're literally just chilling until round 70, and we might be able to afford the Spectre before then. So I'll see you guys at one of those points in time. And Spectre means GG. Alright. GG, guys. We're now moving on to... and then we'll be finishing off on cargo. So we've got 14 crew remaining. That means 7 monkeys for each map, which is a very generous amount. This is why we save up in the early game, so that when we get to the map, we have plenty to spare. Luckily we're only going to 70, so we don't have to do too much. Can't fit a plane in there, that kind of sucks. Let's just think about this. Azili can pop camos if I start off with the Druid. The Druid won't be able to pop camos. In fact, none of these guys really... Well, I mean, I suppose the Spike Factory and the Monkey Ace are probably the best at popping camos here, aside from Azili. But, what to do? Okay. So if we put Azili, like... Is Azili small enough to fit through the middle? Oh, she is too. That's beautiful. Not that we'd be able to actually utilize that, but it could be handy. So let's put Azili here, maybe? No, further along. Make use of her range. Let's put her around here. And then, what should we start off with? So Azili's got early game camos covered. She's also got early game leads covered, but she needs something to pop the purple balloons and camo purple balloons, which to me screams out Monkey Ace. But that's going to be quite tricky to try and get to a good spot early on. But if we do manage to get the Monkey Ace up to maybe a 0, 2, 3, then we might have a chance. So we're going to work on the bottom path first so that it puts the Monkey Ace in a little bit of a better position. We're also going to do a little bit of math here. Well, not a lot, but just we're going to crunch some numbers. So round 4 comes out the bottom, so even numbers on the bottom, odd numbers on the top. That's good to know, just because it means round 63 is coming from up top, and round 78 is coming from down bottom. If we were going up to 78, that would be useful, but we are not. So, the introduction of new Moabs will always be on the bottom layer, while round 63 is going to be on the top layer. So we really need something that can handle both of those, and we need to know where they're coming from accordingly. So that is also quite helpful to know. So if we go for centered path, get a bit more of an equal balance between both parts of the track. And then never miss targeting is our priority here, but at the same time, we don't have amazing defense on either side. As you can see, balloons are slipping through left, right, and center. So we also might throw down a druid. Is that a good idea? I can't tell yet. Maybe just for now we'll leave it and see how we go without the druid. Just for now. We'll see how we go. You never want to place anything in an Extreme Odyssey before you actually know it's a good idea to do so. So we're gonna try and see about that first. Because my ideal plane is probably a 203 at this point in time. But due to a lack of camo popping power by pretty much every other tower here, except for, you know, Spike Factory and, of course, the village gives out the camo detection. We're going to have to settle for a Monkey Ace that has a middle path in the middle. It has the middle path in the middle? That has a cross path with the middle. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just not as strong as a 203 rather than a 023. I've just been talking, you guys know what I'm talking about. Rapid fire and lots more darts is a bit stronger than going for explodey pineapples every now and then and some camo detection. So we're going to get never miss targeting first, just because we are starting to lose a little bit of our backline defense here with those road spikes. So there we go, that should save us. And then get the spy plane for camo detection to help Azili out when we can. Because, I mean, despite not going for the top path, cross path, never miss targeting is still very strong. So we'll see how long that lasts. And then, what else can we get to assist Azili? We've got some camo helping, camo popping power with our lovely little plane here. It's not as strong as it should be, but once we get the Spectre, it won't really matter. But what else do we need assistance with? We've got camos covered, and we're shooting darts, so purples are covered, and camo purples are covered. Leads, Azili's can handle, and the plane will occasionally drop pineapples that land perfectly. What are we lacking? What are we lacking? At the moment, I don't think we're lacking too much, except for the fact that leads have to be popped by Azili. But luckily, the first few waves of leads are always on the bottom path, at least, so we have time to think about this. What if we put a druid over this side? I think that would be great, and so we'll do it. I mean, there's not really much more to say. So we're going top path to get the blowback and the lightning and the ball lightning, and we'll cross it with the middle to hopefully get rid of some regrow balloons in the process. As you can see, I'm already splashing out on multiple towers on this map just because I know it is a terrible, god-awful abomination of a map. I hate it with a burning passion. I hate it more than trying to play Ouch Chimps. I just don't vibe with this map. Literally. And I don't think anybody else does either, because I've played it with my friends and they all hate it too. I don't actually know how to play this map well. I think that's the main issue. If there was an easy way to win this map, I think I would like it a lot more. But that's just me not wanting to lose. So, you know, if you're happy to lose games, then by all means you can absolutely love this map, but I just do not. Can't help it. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Luckily, we'll be getting ball lightning, which I think will help our cause quite a lot. There it is. Okay. And then we've got our lovely plane on the camo defense. The Druid and Azili on the lead popping power and the overall popping power. I'm thinking we're looking pretty good at the moment, so we might be able to go for our Spectre. I only say might because I'm not sure if we will actually be able to survive that long, but we'll see. Oh. First Moab. Really? Really? Damn! Okay. Okay, that's an eye-opener. You guys really all just fail at that? Alright, so Moabs are stronger than you expect. The only problem is if I put if I put down a spike factory as a solution, then it only solves the problem for the bottom lot of Moabs, not the top lot. So let's just see if this Moab is actually the biggest pain in the world. It's not double HP Moabs, I know that much. Because I mean, if there is a universe where our Druid actually blows back all the ceramics inside, which does not seem to be the universe that we live in, but we could still give it a try. So for example, if we start the match now, maybe that... Nope, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me try that again. So if we start the match... Wait for it. Now... Do you think that explosion actually hit the main Moab? Oh, maybe it did. Pop sooner than expected? Not at all. In fact, it popped later than expected. This is a tricky one. I think I might have to throw down another tower. Maybe an alchemist? Alch buff the plane? Think that'd be a good idea. Let's do this. Alright, this is where our alchemist is coming in. Absolutely shred this boy, please. Thank you. Blow him back. Very good. So there we go. I know I said I didn't want to solve the problem by putting a tower only on the one side, but by the alchemist buffing the plane itself, it should help both sides, rather than just the one. It does push back our Spectre status though. So let's get stronger stimulant, really make full use of this alchemist while we've placed him, because he ain't coming back. Okay, but that's gonna be my official solution to the matter. And do remember, as I always say, that we're not playing chimps mode. You can 100% sell your towers. Now, in this case, you do need to be cautious because you can't just place every single one of your towers and then sell them and then have all of them back for the next level. It does not work like that. It very sadly does not work like that. In this case, selling all your towers only really assists you in buying an upgrade for a tower you already have, and it's best not to buy an upgrade for a tower that you haven't got. So don't sell all your towers and then place a new tower to buy an upgrade to finish the game. It's much better to just go, hey, Druid boy and Alchemist boy, you've served me well, but I'm gonna sell you both to get a Spectre that can solo the rest of the game for me, or something along those lines. So just make sure that you keep that in mind if you're gonna plan on selling your towers at any point. But to be completely honest, if I was to ever sell any towers in this game mode... Oh, round 50 is actually coming up, so we'll have to watch out for that, see how we do. New and improved. Right. Surely. Oh yeah, new and improved for sure. That Alk buff helped out immensely. Alright, so just checking. We've got another Moab to truly see if we have improved. But there you go. But yeah, if I was going to sell anything at all, it would be selling the Druid to buy myself a Spectre, which I think I could do right now. But the thing is, we're okay right now, so there's not really a reason to do that. If push comes to shove, then yeah, by all means. Oh, whoops, hit my plate. Then yeah, by all means, I would 100% sell the Druid in order to buy myself an Alchemist. Nope, in order to buy myself that Spectre. But as it stands, we don't need to. Hell yeah. So if we can afford the Spectre anyway, then just keeping these guys on is just extra damage. Alright, we got a Moab coming from the other way officially. It could be a problem for us if the Druid can't blow back the ceramics every time. Like so. I don't know how big of a problem that actually is, but we'll find out. Let's do it again. Let's do that round again. Do I really want to sell my Druid at this point in time? It won't actually set me back all that much, to be honest. Here's a question. Is a stronger stimulant buff on a Spectre more worth it than just having a Druid around? I think the answer is it might be. Yeah, okay, so let's sell this boy, buy our Spectre, keep going. And now, here's the only problem with Extreme Odysseys. I don't know if I am now able to place another Druid again, because originally I thought that I could attempt a level with a tower, realize that it's kind of not working out, reattempt that same level with the same tower, just with different upgrades, but I was sadly mistaken, and it took 2 tech shooters off me instead of 1, so I don't want to risk the assumption that if I place a Druid, it'll be the same one that I placed earlier, and thus not take 2 Druids off me at the end of the game. So I'm not taking that risk. So I'm pretty sure the Spectre can solo for the most part anyway, so we're just gonna let him do that. There's really no reason that the Spectre should struggle to get us to round 70. It was kind of annoying though that we couldn't beat that level without selling our Druid. Anyway, hopefully this will be the end of it. And then we've only got 1 map left, which is perfect. We use Azili's Hex there just to make things go by smoothly. But yeah, only 1 more map. One more map that we can go all out on. Alright, how do we do against ceramics? What ceramics? Exactly. So, we are... I think we could place a village right now, and it wouldn't be that bad. So I'm going to place one right here. Or at least somewhere. Can I put one here if I remove these? Yes, I can. Alright, well, I mainly wanted the plane to get a buff. Okay, yeah, didn't reach the Alchemist, but the Alchemist wasn't really the main focus. The reason I got this is because if we do need it, we can get primary expertise. Worst case scenario. And on the final map, I'm not likely to place more than 1 village. So we can actually spend this without worrying too much, and it makes us almost guaranteed to win this game. Because worst case scenario, we get 500 more bucks, we sell this Alchemist, we have a new powerhouse swinging. Alright, but There you go, we're getting there, round 69, haha, funny number. I don't even know what's coming out right now. Oh, it's just ceramics. Not a problem. Our lovely, lovely little Spectre here has got the problem solved. And there you go, round 70. Not even posing much of a threat. We're literally just attacking a cave. What is this round meant to be? Weakness? Okay, there we go. Alright. There it is. We got through the map. And we've got 10 monkeys left to spare for cargo. Not bad at all. One of those monkeys being a village. So we've got our work cut out for us. And we only have to go to 65. Imagine that. Now, if you don't know what happens on cargo when you hit round 40, you're gonna be in for a bit of a surprise, but you'll find out soon enough if you keep watching. Essentially, round 40, these trucks disappear, and a Moab comes out from a very suspicious location. So, you're gonna have to get yourself prepared for that. I'm gonna get myself prepared by building up a sort of similar strategy that we just had. By putting down a plane maybe here? Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so the balloons will come out of here, they'll head down here, and they'll try and leave here. But just know that there is more to this map than meets the eye if you have not played it before. Especially when it comes to Moabs. Watch out for the Moabs. Alright, so once again, pretty much same strategy as we had last game. It's a tricky map. We don't have a dart monkey to start off with, which is usually probably the most helpful to start off with, just like very cheap, doesn't cost much, and actually quite effective in early game in some cases. But we do have ourselves a nice little plane. If you don't have a plane available to you at that point in time, then you can place a druid. I plan on placing one later anyway, so you can just start off with the druid and then work your way up to the plane if it does cost a little bit more money than what it cost me. That's all just monkey knowledge that's making that difference right there. And that's fine, because monkey knowledge honestly doesn't make too much of a difference, but it does help you out when it comes to a little bit of flexibility in what you're purchasing or what balloons can be popped. So we're going to place our druid around here, and then I think we will go for Heart of Thunder, and then we'll focus on our plane again, because Heart of Thunder is actually an insanely strong upgrade and can assist us for quite some time, especially because the arc of the Heart of Thunder just bolts like pretty much the rest of the way up this map, which is great. So we're going to be just chilling until then. And yeah, I mean, once we hit 1,000, buy this, then hopefully buy this, then hopefully get some camo popping power with it, if we can help it. Actually, you know what? We're not even going to go camo popping power. We'll leave that to the village that we will inevitably place right around here. So let's get this Heart of Thunder for popping power purposes. The 3 Ps. And then hopefully we'll be able to save up for Never Miss next. Ooh, okay, things are getting tight, but we can afford Never Miss now, so not really all that bad. Right, so there was our first camo balloon. We're going to get rapid fire and lots more darts, and then we're going to work on our village to make sure that we've got a very stable and sturdy camo detection source, I guess. And not the delicious camo detection sauce that they sell at the BTT6 cafe. I mean just a source as in a sort of way to detect camo. A sort of primal power allowing us to detect camo rather than a delicious liquidy sauce like ketchup or mustard or something like that. Alright, so let's put this bad boy down. regrow blocker first, just because we're aiming for camo detection. We want that as soon as possible, because then our druid can also assist with camo detection, and Azili can take a little bit of a break from it for once. Because we've been relying on Azili for a lot, you know? And it's only fair that we actually help Azili out by making sure these camo balloons don't get that far through. Because look at Azili go, she's really putting the effort in here to actually make sure that none of these camo balloons are getting through. Like, we need to respect that and say thank you very much. Let me assist you by dropping a massive hammer on those camo balloons. There we go. Much better. So the first 2 times you encounter camo balloons, it's actually not that difficult. So Azili can solo it fairly well. Striker Jones, on the other hand, does struggle with camo balloons, but like a comment said, if you do have Dart Monkeys left over, a Dart Monkey and Striker Jones can solo for a little bit of time. Maybe not on some of the harder maps, but on some of the early maps, definitely. So, now that we've got a decent setup going, let's get a little bit more buffs for everyone. Up to Jungle Drums, I'd say is pretty good. And then probably get the... We need actual popping power. Like, deadly popping power. So let's go Thorn Swarm and get that Druid of the Storm as well. And then we'll even put an Alchemist in here. Hopefully we can afford at least acidic mixture dip. Extra damage to Ceramic and Moab class balloons. And we're gonna need that for the next level. Or the next round, sorry. Ooh, and we can get Berserker Brew too. That's incredibly handy. Here's what happens. So the Moab just comes straight down the middle, like the cockiest mofo you've ever seen. Ooh. That can't kill us, surely. Hey, it didn't even touch us. I had no doubts in my mind. Jesus, we almost died. That's just how I work sometimes. If you ask my friends, that's how I operate. Take big risks for big rewards, except I don't gamble because gambling is for people that want to lose money only. Oh. Gambling's not good. If you're into gambling, stop. If you're into gambling in video games with fake currency, keep going. If you can buy that currency with real currency and it's your addiction starting to get you to the point where you're putting real money into a game that's about fake money gambling, you need some help. I don't know why I went on that rant, but essentially the bottom line is gambling inevitably only loses you money. So just don't. In all honesty, just don't. I've never gambled before in my life, except for with money that other people have given me specifically to gamble. So for example, when I went to visit my brother, we went to a pub and there was like a blackjack machine or something, and he would put his money in but let me play. So, you know, just be smart. If you've got your own source of income, definitely don't be spending it on gambling, because the odds of you actually getting any extra money from your day at the tab or on sportsbet.com or something is quite low. Obviously you'll hear amazing stories about how people double or triple their money by placing very specific bets and doing various kinds of research, but they're forgetting that life, much like a video game, has an RNG factor, and you cannot always be prepared for every scenario or every outcome. So just don't bother in the first place. Why would you ever put in your valuable money that you've worked hard for, potentially to just lose it? Just don't bother. Just don't bother. Alright, but we're looking pretty good here. We are looking very good here. So let's get some faster throwing up in here. And then we'll either get ourselves another druid, depending on how we're looking on the Moab damage, or we'll try and get a Spectre. Because at this point we're chilling. We have 2 spike factories. One that we could place on the bottom, one that we could place close to the top to hit both sides. And then we've got an extra druid for help, I said we were going to use glue gunners, but honestly they're a little bit slow compared to dart monkeys in terms of damage dealing, so I didn't actually bother. But there you go, you've got a couple of glue gunners to throw down in there as well. Very handy way to get you out of round 63 if you're in a tight spot. Just go for the glue hose, and pretty much all of your problems should be gone. Alright, but now we've got Moab Hex, I feel a lot more comfortable now in playing against the clock. Alright, there we go. We're smashing Moab's back as hard as we can. And we're showing no mercy. Alright, so we're pretty much on the winning streak side of things at the moment. Because, I mean, yeah, there is always round 63, and round 63 is inevitably gonna be a bit of a pain. But, once again, just like the last map, we have the power of selling at our fingertips. So, if round 63 does look like it's gonna be a pain and we can't afford the Spectre by then, just sell the Druid. Or sell the Alchemist. Maybe even sell the Village. Actually, no, don't sell the Village. We're gonna hex that, just so it gets taken down in one nice, clean movement. Okay, this looks like we could struggle a little here. We're alright for now. We'll see how we do. Oh, we do fine. Round 62 though. We need to make $1,000 from this round. If we can help it. And it seems like we can help it. Oh, or can we? Are we actually going to be like short a few dollars here? Oh no, we're good. We're good. Put the hex on though, because reinforced balloons are a pain. And that should jump to the next balloon, which is even better. And then, bada bing, bada boom, we're safe. GG balloons, GG. Good luck trying to get through that. And now we can put up more towers for fun and for extra damage alongside it. Down another one of you. Get you up to a bit of a stormy boy as well. Just to help out, blow anything back that tries to sneak through. And we've won. Must admit, that was a pretty tricky one. Not the trickiest Odyssey in the world, obviously, but still, Extreme Odysseys do often throw you through a loop sometimes, and that's okay. So we had this guy left over, this guy left over, this guy left over, and if we have the money, which I'm not sure we necessarily will, we couldn't get him out in time. Anyway, we had quite a few towers left over there. So there you go, there's your rewards, 50 trophies, bang on perfect. And there it is. So some of you would have corrected the mistake from the first map, so you would have had a tack shooter by the end, which would have been nice. And some of you would have used Striker Jones instead of Azili, so you'd have 2 extra tack shooters, because apparently the Dart Monkey and Striker Jones can handle the first 2 maps by themselves. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you get through the Odyssey this week, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.